Nobody's here. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I wonder if I should put that on there. I guess there must be something really interesting going on. So I will wait. We'll wait. If nobody shows up, nobody shows up. I could talk to myself for 20 minutes. Oh, my goodness. This place. Well, I love my new sunglasses. I'm going to use them a lot this weekend. I do like them. They're only $12. God, my hair's a mess. Oh, well. I don't care. I guess nobody's going to show up because we have no drama. There's not going to be any drama. It's just going to be a chill stream. We're going to talk about a few things, like about Britney Spears, about the building that collapsed in Florida, which is terrible. Hey, Gemma, how are you doing, hon? Hey, vegan. Thank you, honey. Hi, Life is a Gem. Lisa. So, yeah, can we send up prayers for the people, the 99 people that are missing under that building collapse, and to Alicia, Science Girl, because I heard this morning that she has a friend that lives in that building. So, Alicia, I'm sending you prayers. I hope your friend is found safe. When something like this happens, you understand where, oh my goodness. Nothing is working on my stupid. Oh, I hate when my YouTube doesn't work, because then I can't see your all comments. Okay, here. Should be able to see them now. Okay, here we go. Hey, Samara. Yeah, when something like this happens, YouTube drama is like on the back burner. Like it's not important. At least to me, it's not. But yeah, let's hopefully Science Girl, her friend is found safe. And that's what I had to say about that. And I guess we're going to talk about Britney Spears. Ginger Love's mom is going to come up, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. I heard her speech yesterday. I heard it twice. I heard it on Ginger Locks, and then I heard it again last night. And man, I didn't like this girl before. I just thought she was just a spoiled, rotten celebrity. But after hearing what she's gone through, I totally feel for this girl. Like, she just wants, she wants her independence. She wants her life back, basically, is what I got out of it. She wants to be able to, like, what I found sad is I want to be able to go in a car with my boyfriend. She can't go in a car with a boyfriend. But she can make millions of dollars and support so many people. So if Ginger Locks wants to come up, I'm going to put the link in. She probably knows more about this stuff than I do. But oh my God, it almost had me bawling listening to her. Listening to her speech. She was kind of talking really fast. So I had to kind of slow it down because she was trying to get everything out that she's been through in the last years of her, of her life. And basically what it's been is her supporting all these people and her not having any control over her life at all. It's just unbelievable. Nothing. And she had to go into I think it was a rehab center that cost her $60,000 a month. Meanwhile, she's paying all these people. She has a nurse to come to her home. I mean, how many people? I have to take meds. How many people have a nurse to come to your home to make sure that you take your meds? And then was accused of not taking her meds. Boy, that rings a bell with me. She's just like, it's been terrible for her. And it's just, hey, Misbehaving. Yeah, so it's been a really, I didn't like her before, but after reading what she's been through in the last couple of years, it was heartbreaking. And she was talking, like she was telling that speech so fast. You knew she wanted to get everything out, every single thing that she's been through so that they would take the conservative ship down, away, or whatever. I don't know how it works. I don't even know what it is really. But basically, to me, it was like she was in prison without being in prison. It was okay when she was making money for these people, but when she wanted to do anything, she was not permitted to. She was permitted to make money for these people. It's just ridiculous. And she basically supported, hey, Donna's Crafty Creations. She basically supported all these people with all the millions that she's made. I'm not even sure. Now, I didn't understand. Does she not have control over her money either? Because I don't think she has control over her money either. So basically, someone else has control over her money as well. She's not even, this is what got me and really pissed me off. She can't even have a child. Like, she can't have a child. Let that stick in your head. That's how much control over her they had. Like, what? No, she had no control over her life. Hashtag free Britney. Like, wow. It was just mind-blowing to me. And like, all the reasons that I didn't like this girl before, sure, come on up. All the reasons I didn't like her before was I did not have any clue what she was going through. Yeah, she is forced to be, she has an IUD or something in her, and she's not allowed to take it out so she can get pregnant. And she's young enough to have another child. She has 2 boys already that are, hey.
Hi, how are you? Oh, she's up. Hi, Samar. Sorry, I had to put a pot of coffee on first.
I was.
Okay, well, I'm hopping down. I just wanted to come
No,
up while
no, no.
Carla.
Stay up, stay up,
You
stay
can
up.
stay up.
No, it's
No.
okay. You guys go, because I don't know much about this. I just
Oh my
only knew a
gosh,
little
it's
bit.
so
Sad.
sad.
It's very sad.
Well,
It's so
you,
sad.
I
have
mean,
you guys have you seen the documentary Framing Britney Spears? Is that what it's called? Yeah.
No, never seen it. Did you watch
That
it?
is what you need to watch. Yes. That really goes into seriously how the media treated this girl,
I sensed
how
some animosity towards her mother and father in that.
which is I'm surprised about the mother, but she did say that just seems to be turning around now. Because she always thought her mom was on her side. Um, but I mean, from what I heard, it sounds like she wants to take down pretty much everybody who's involved, and it's her whole family.
She wants them in jail. I don't want to take them down. She wants them in jail, she said. She said she thinks they should be in jail, and I agree with her. She was like held captive. It was all right for her to like make millions of dollars for them, but she had no life.
There's a documentary called "Battled Over Britney." I don't think that's the one. I thought it was called "Framing Britney Spears." I thought it was. I could be wrong. Let me look at the
What's
comment.
the thing about the pregnancy?
Okay, so apparently they had put one of those things inside of her that she cannot get pregnant again. You know what I'm talking about? One of those.
Yeah, but is that allowed? Is that legal?
She didn't know. She didn't know any better when all this stuff was happening to
Oh
her.
my God.
She didn't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. J.
Now, Framing Britney Spears, guys, you can watch this on YouTube. There's I've seen this before on YouTube. That's where I saw it because I didn't have Hulu.
How
This
can
isn't
they
it.
force someone not like she? And what got me too in that whole speech was I can't even go for a ride in a car with my boyfriend.
Nope.
What? What?
Everything, unfortunately, this poor girl has to do, she has to she has to ask for permission. Everything she does.
And they won't let her go with her boyfriend?
No, no,
Why?
unless permission. Power, power. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I'm not Britney Spears. I have never been a fan. I was never one of those teeny bopper fans. Um, she became bigger when I just got out of college. I used to make fun of my friends, like boys who liked her. I'm like, that's gross. Do you see her age? That's disgusting. But they over sexualized her beyond belief. But same with her, Christina Aguilera, even Jessica Simpson, when all of those girls during that time were uberly hyper sexualized for that's just how it was. I mean, look at back at Madonna back in the 80s. Look at how
Right.
sexualized she
Oh
was.
yeah.
She was
Yeah.
19 years old, if that. 18 or 19.
Hasn't Britney Spears been around since the Mickey Mouse Club or
Yes.
not?
Yes.
Okay, so she's been working
When
since she was a child.
she was working when she was a child when the Mickey Mouse Club ended. Like it was very sad for them, but they all went back to most of them. Not all, but I know for her, she went back to her normal daily life living in, I believe it was Louisiana. And she was like she went through school normal, completely normal. Nobody treated her differently or anything like that. And then after high school, she started, well, I would probably say during high school, she started with the whole Britney Spears name and starting to make a name for herself.
Val
So
says
that,
it's
and that was probably more around 1997, 98. I'm pretty sure.
wow.
And yeah, and then when I can remember watching her having her complete and utter meltdown that she had back in 2007.
I remember thinking she was just a spoiled, rotten brat. That's what
No,
I thought.
I thought she lost it. thought the paparazzi had finally gotten to this girl and she lost it. I didn't think she was a spoiled brat. No,
I
you don't
did
go. You don't
because
go
I
and
didn't
just.
know anything about her.
You didn't go and shave your head and then like take an umbrella to a paparazzi car just because you're a spoiled brat. It was definitely, they followed her, they chased her. She never had ever a private moment to herself. I'm sorry, the interview she did, she had an interview with not Barbara Walters. Who's the other one who's real? Diane Sawyer. Diane Sawyer should be, which actually she did. I think she did apologize for that. She should be ashamed of that video. Just the way that
Why?
she shamed that young kid who she was.
I never saw it.
Did,
Never
did,
saw it.
you, did you hear the things that Justin has said about you? You know, like the whole Justin Timberlake
Timberlake.
and her breakup was her fault because she was a slut. It wasn't his fault. Never was his fault. Nor was it his fault when he ripped off Janet Jackson's breast. It only took him to 2021 to apologize for it. But I always liked Justin Timberlake, and
Didn't he get custody of their kids?
he did. That's why she went nuts.
Oh my goodness.
That's why she went through what she went through. Nobody knew back then. That's at least what I got from this, is that nobody realized when she had lost and shaved her head, she was losing her kids. And she had literally lost her mind. And the media fueled, once again, our wonderful media that everybody thinks that, we could listen to and get, real stories from. They shamed this poor girl down. I mean, if she was caught barefoot, they would say something. If she was caught with anything, this girl could not make a mistake. And this is what
Well, you know what's sad about that whole thing in that speech was, I don't want to go out for therapy because the paparazzi will be there for when I'm crying, when I come out, and they'll be there to take the pictures and make fun of me.
And for that machine, for the machine that is managing her, that only benefits them, not her.
She's supporting how many people? Like, that's what she said. I'm supporting all these people.
All these people that she wants out of her life, she has to pay them.
Exactly. She has
Like,
to pay them to be a prisoner. That's what I found.
I was telling my friend this story, and she's like, why doesn't she just divorce her parents? I'm like, she's 39 years old. Can't really divorce your parents. And if you're under a conservatorship, good luck. And I don't know how he has her like so locked under this for so long, because this is only supposed to be a temporary thing.
How long is it going on now? I forget.
13 years.
Oh my gosh.
13
So she's basically been in prison for 13 years, except to make money for everybody. She didn't have a choice about going on tour. She didn't have a choice about anything.
And I just saw a video, and she was on stage, and she's like, guys, really, I'm about it. Like, and she's being real smile and jovial about it, but you knew she was serious. She's like, guys, seriously, I'm about to pass out right now. I have 102 fever right now. Can you believe I'm doing this? Like, just kind of joking about it. But she probably wasn't joking. She was probably like, I'm so sick, I should be in bed, but nobody will let me.
Good God. It's like terrible.
It's
terrible. When I had a whole new perspective on her after hearing that. And she was talking so fast. It was like she was trying to get out 13 years in the amount of time that she had. The judge had to say, can you slow down? The court reporter isn't able to catch everything you're saying. But she was trying to get 13 years out. And you could tell she's not very happy with her dad.
Never was. Never. Her and her father never had a good relationship until he decided he was going to take over the conservatorship.
Well, yeah, dollars and cents, isn't it?
Jamie's such a piece of shit. Jamie Spears is a piece of shit.
He sounds like it. He really does. It's abuse of somebody with a mental disability. She is bipolar. They have abused the situation. I support Free Britney. Yeah. I do too.
At first, honest to God, when I saw this whole Free Britney, I was like, what? And this was like last year, back in 2020. I heard Miley Cyrus, even though she threw Miley Cyrus completely under the bus. She's like, she could land a joint up and nothing freaking happens to her. I lose my head, I shave my head, and I throw an umbrella, and I'm under a conservatorship for 13 years. She's like, nothing happens to the young, and she's right. She's not wrong. There's no repercussions for the people who are in music now for doing something crazy and nuts.
And for 13 years, she can't even have a child. She can't go for a ride with her boyfriend.
She cannot make her own decisions. She cannot make her own decisions. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to go grab my coffee. I'm like dying.
And is accused of not taking her meds. She's accused of that when she has a nurse come to her house and administer her meds. And then they were going to change the meds without her, her permission. It's just all so sad. As you can all see, like if we're passionate about this, it's her human rights to be treated like a person. They used and abused her. We have laws to coercive control in Scotland, thank goodness. Yeah. That's the thing, is she had no control over her life except to make money for these people. Hey, Brian, about time you came in here, brat. We're talking about Britney Spears. I don't know what it's going to take for them to, what they're going to do as far as, yes, you're late. Go stand in the corner. You missed everything.
Gypsy, I said no.
Brian showed up.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you, though.
Really?
Tones and my...
might be you. How about now?
It's not you, it's me.
Oh, okay.
There, good. There, I can hear you.
Yeah, so yeah, she has no control over her life. Do you think they're going to take away the conservatorship? Because she's never said this publicly before. She thanked the judge for allowing this to be recorded.
I think her biggest fear is when that went off. Thank God that was recorded for her sake, because now everybody's heard it. And I don't think, I can't imagine them not getting, starting to get rid of this conservatorship after what was just heard by everybody. Everybody knows about this now. Everybody. Where before it was just, out there. Kind of like, I don't know, like Amber Heard is out there. Everybody knows she's a liar, but yet nobody in our national news is calling her a liar. So she's still not a liar yet, because our news hasn't called her a liar.
Brian said she should refuse to perform. She tried doing that.
She did do that. She is doing that. That's why, before the 2020 stuff, she did stop performing, and she did, so she wasn't making them any money.
And didn't her dad say that he didn't want to be conservator of her anymore?
No, not that I heard of.
Oh, I thought that's what she said, or that's what I read somewhere, maybe.
Oh, what, that her father doesn't want to be her conservator?
Yeah, that he doesn't want to be.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did not hear that at all. I know that she was fighting just to even get this chance to bring this again, and no, because she.
What was she refused before?
Yeah, she's been refused. She can't get out of it. But see, I literally believe they had her brainwashed, thinking this was the best thing for her. As she said, she smiled through it. She faked it till she made it, and she made it happen. She just made herself believe everything is fine, everything is good, even though she definitely knew it wasn't. But she thought saving her face, because nobody would believe her. Everybody would think she's a rich bitch and doesn't know any. As she said, she didn't believe Paris Hilton's story about her school behavior that happened with her. That bad baby came out with like the ranch with Dr. Phil. That's a whole other freaking story. But that was her thing. She didn't believe Paris Hilton. She's like, so who the hell is going to believe me?
She's supposedly worth, Brian says, $70 million with her fragrance line.
Just probably with just that alone.
So she's supporting all these people to keep her keep her prisoner.
I mean, Ryan's good with his facts. So if he's got that fact, then he has the fact. I don't have any facts on me. All I can tell you is what I've watched, what I've saw, what she put out yesterday, and the whole framing Britney Spears. And literally, guys, go under YouTube, look under framing Britney Spears. You'll find it.
Let me see if I can find it, and I'll post the
You
link.
have to write framing under Britney Spears. It's right there under Hulu. It says like it's a Hulu. Hold on. It looks like it's under like a TikTok symbol, but it's the full documentary. It's an hour and 13 minutes. Is this it, or is this someone?
Yeah, I got it. I'll share it. I feel bad for her. I really do.
Britney Spears full document. I don't know if this is the complete full documentary from Hulu.
It's an hour and 13 minutes.
And there's another documentary right now on Hulu, which I want to watch as soon as we're done here. It's called The Battle Over Britney. And it came out when did it come out?
Is it on YouTube too?
It was on ABC News. Oh wait, wasn't that the same news that actually tore her down and made her cry because she broke up with Justin Timberlake? Yeah, that was the same news. That was the same news. Yes.
Brian says Hulu has one too. Do you know about this, Brian?
Framing Britney Spears was on Hulu, but for whatever reason, Framing Britney Spears is not there now. Now there's a new one on Hulu called The Battle Over Britney.
Thank you, Bruto Mafia. You too.
Oh, apparently this is, I think this actually might be a series, actually. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. All right, I'm just looking at the reason why I'm just looking at it. I've never seen this. But it's from ABC News here. So I just want my life back. That's all she wants. She wants to live, guys. Well,
she should have her life back. To me, it sounds illegal what they've done to her for 13 years. Like it does. It sounds like it's illegal.
Because if they stop what they're doing, they're going to lose all this money. It's all about money and power, man. They're taking her money right from out of beneath her because they think she's some naive, stupid child. And guess what? She's not.
She's 39 years old. She's not.
I know.
Her kids are 15 and 14. I looked it up last night to see how old her kids are.
I know, because her one child is as old as my daughter. So
yeah, because I thought that they were real, yeah, a lot younger. No, they're younger teenagers.
But she was very young when she had them.
She had to have been.
She and Kevin Federline were in their early 20s. When they did all that. I'm like, I can remember going.
She still doesn't have custody of them? She doesn't?
No, she does not. She only has, I believe, supervised visitation.
Oh my God, that poor woman.
I do know she has a good relationship, though, with her boys. At least that's what was said. But like she said, she's been putting up a front. So I'm not necessarily sure what's true, what's not, because she's been putting up a front.
Carrie says her dad was horrible to her boys also.
Oh, Jamie Spears is awful. Jamie Spears, let me make this really clear. Jamie Spears is a huge piece of crap. Okay, we can go. Yeah, he's a huge piece of crap. And she's known this since she was a child. So this was not something that Britney didn't already know. Well, I guess she believed him in the beginning of the conservatorship. Why wouldn't she? Because people did need to help her at that time. She did need help. She doesn't need help now. You see her on that stage. She conducts everything. Her shows now that she puts on, I would go anytime. I probably couldn't afford it, but I would go anytime to go see that show. Are you kidding me?
Wasn't she on the
2 years
X
in
Factor
performance.
too?
She was, or
Like,
it
she
was
was
either
a
that
judge
or
on the X Factor.
yes, she was, and I'm sure that was all part of the conservatorship.
So she
Absolutely,
got paid for that.
and so
She
did they, and so did they. The conservators,
so
absolutely.
whoever was, all these people that were gathered around her, she was just a cash cow for them. That's all it
Yes,
was. She
I
was
mean,
she was their cash cow.
think about her tours. Think about her
Oh my
region,
gosh, yeah.
the regency that she had in Vegas. That alone, her perfume line, her clothes. She's had clothesline. She has a movie that she still gets residuals from. She's got ton. I mean,
She was in a
money,
movie. Wait.
money.
She was in a movie?
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't know she was in a movie.
Oh, it's because you were too old. No, we were all too old. But I'm not saying you're old by no
No,
means.
I am old, but I didn't know she was in a movie.
It was. I didn't watch it till later on, but it was very cheesy. Crossroads. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Crossroads was the name of the movie, and it was that song. Wasn't that? I don't know. Was that the song where she was saying, uh, "I'm not a
But
girl,
doesn't
but
she
yet
still
not a
get money
woman"?
from her records and her, you know what I mean?
Residuals, of course.
So all
Yes,
these people are benefiting, and
her
she's she's a
yes, yes,
she's
Carla.
there
Yes,
by the
Carla.
people that
This
are
is
making money off her.
this is how shady schmuckers work. Yes,
Wow.
yes.
This reminds me a little bit of what's that other one that was on that was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Christina Aguilera, she too.
No, not her. The other one. Um, what was the other one's name?
A girl or a boy?
Girl. She was on there, and her husband, or not her husband, but her father took over her money and stuff.
From the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
I think it was from the Mickey Mouse Club. Does anybody know? Think about it.
Annette Funicello? I mean,
No, not Annette. Not
I'm
Annette.
like,
No,
Brian, that's
no, not that.
way before my time,
No,
Brian.
that was like about the same. I think she was on at the same time Britney Spears was.
I don't see. I only know Christina Aguilera and Britney as like the girls who
She
made
did
it.
a lot of movies. Does anybody know who I'm thinking about?
Disney, Mickey. I'm getting there. Give me
Demi
a shit.
Lovato.
No, Demi Lovato
Lindsay
was
Lohan. Lindsay Lohan. That's what.
no. Lindsay was not on that. No,
Oh, wasn't she?
Lindsay Lohan got her start. I do believe. You know, she had done commercials and shit like that, and blah blah blah.
But didn't her father like kind of take over her?
No, not at all. Not at all. Actually, the person who was more in charge of anything for Lindsay Lohan was her mother, Dina, who was just as much of a train wreck as Lindsay was. Now, her father, who was also a train wreck, tried to clean up his life and help his daughter. Now, that's how I see
That's
that
what I
one.
mean. These
But
parents have these.
Lindsay and her mother were both, and I honestly blame her mother for Lindsay being the train wreck that she is today.
But that's what I'm saying, though. These people, these parents take advantage of their kids that are making all this money. And,
you know what? Here, Chatty Carey about Demi Lovato. And this is what I'm going to say real quick about Demi. I like Demi Lovato. I think Demi Lovato's got an amazing voice. I feel so bad for all her addictions that she's going through. And then this is, I guess, what annoyed me. Like, she wanted to take down like this private business owner about her froyo because the fat free was in the front or something like that. And she was taking it as, oh my God, how dare you promote the fat free and tell girls that they're fat and shit like that. And it was a private business owner. Like, come on, who doesn't look for the, the less fat stuff all the time? Shit, I'm looking to fatten up and I still look for the less fat stuff. So no, it's that she did that was kind of really shitty. And then all of a sudden she comes out with this whole thing. I don't know what she's trying to do. Here's the fact. Like, she came out as a non-binary. Fine. That's what you feel you are. But don't use it after like 2 days after you were, ringing somebody out about fat-free yogurt online. That was a mom and pop shop that you tried to get the cancel culture after. I'm sorry, when people use that cancel culture shit, man, I have no respect for you. Like, I really lose respect because nobody's life needs to be canceled. Because guess what? We keep this cancel culture shit going up. Any of us who have children, we're just setting them up for failure. Because guess what? Everything that they do is on a video. So if they do something at 12 right now, everything that they do, someone can twist it in the narrative they want. Their life's fucked for the rest of their lives. Cancer culture needs to end. Hi, Brian.
I don't even know what that is.
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture?
Yeah.
You're canceled. Like, Kevin Spacey, Matt Lauer. Shall we go? Yeah, all of them.
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. Why was he canceled?
It's a big
He was
controversy.
a Republican. They tried to cancel Chris Pratt because he would not say he was voting for Biden.
They need to cancel some of the other ones like Eminem.
Let's maybe cancel Jamie Spears from the conservatorship. Let's do that.
Yeah. I'd like to see. I think Brittany's going to come out of this because the way she spoke, that recording was amazing. It was good.
And not only that, I do think once she loses this conservatorship, she's going to come back stronger,
Hi, Nellie.
better, and louder than ever before, and she's going to be amazing.
Well, she talked so fast. She tried to get 13 years out in.
I get it.
She had, she
can be a
wanted
fast talker at times.
every single thing out that she's been through in the last 13 years, and
She got it out in 20, 30 minutes.
yeah.
Can you imagine being that famous, that popular, that wealthy for someone else?
No.
And then she has
She
has
can't
to work.
even get pregnant if she wants to.
She has to work for these people that she's paying.
Yes. That's what matters, and they brainwashed her. Like, you can never rattle these people because these people do this, that, the other thing. They lied to her constantly, and she just came out with an apology. Believe it or not, Britney Spears apologizing for the fact that she led everyone to believe she was okay because she was so embarrassed.
Yeah, she's one of the most.
There's no reason to apologize.
She's one of the most talented entertainers out there.
She's an amazing entertainer, and
Well,
I was just saying I wasn't a fan back in the day, but
she choreographed her because she said she choreographed everything, except she was accused of not taking her meds when she had a nurse. They hired a nurse to come in, and then they wanted to change her meds on her.
You know what that's like, Carla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what that's like
when you're accused of it, and you're, it does something to you.
This song, every time, if you watch the video.
Not a girl yet, not a woman.
Well, I mean, the song, I know that one too, but every time.
But that's what that song is, isn't it?
Well, it's called Every Time.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
See,
I don't know my Britney Spears music.
Well, the song Every Time, if you watch that video, you can kind of see what she's, even though it's based on a relationship, you can kind of see and listen to the lyrics what she's been going through. I think she got a lot of it out when she did that song and that video.
Did she write it?
But obviously not, because still people didn't pick up on the fact that she still needed help.
I think that the whole, like, when she shaved her head, I think that was the rebellion against the people that were controlling her.
She didn't have the conservatorship yet.
But she still had people. She still had people handling her the wrong way.
But no, here was the reason why she did that, and this is what she explained. The reason why she shaved her head, the reason why she went nuts, was because she was losing her children, and she knew it. Okay. And that's why she had lost her mind.
Ginger Locks, what's going on with her kids now?
Her kids are with her. I believe they are under custody care of Kevin and his wife.
Oh, can you imagine having all that money and all that power and not being able to do something?
Nothing, not a damn freaking thing. The only thing she could have ever done, which was to do what she did yesterday, so brilliant, 2 days ago, so brilliant.
Yeah, I watched all of that. And then I went back, and after I watched you do that live, I went back and read up on it. She did a good job.
Watch Framing Britney Spears, like that there will just prove to you, like, God damn, our media is awful, just Awful.
Nellie Kelly says Nick Carter and his brother Aaron were treated as cash cows by their mom as well.
Yeah, and then go.
I think Aaron is damaged beyond repair.
He is, and then Gary Coleman from Different Strokes.
Oh my, yeah! Didn't he divorce his parents or?
Yeah. He was one of the top paid actors.
Oh yeah. The kid who played Arnold. Gary Coleman. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He died young too, didn't he? He's
not as young as they thought he was going to die. Believe it or not, they thought he was going to go at a much younger age, because of what I forget what the syndrome was that he had.
I forget it too. The thing of it is he had all that money and he was on one of the best shows.
Yeah, I believe he died in his 40s. I think.
He fell.
Being a security guard.
Yeah, he was a security guard for Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Unreal.
He worked in a store
that's
somewhere.
What Universal Studios do to your past.
But that whole show was the kids,
Mr. Positive.
The kids that came out in that, like Dana Plato, ended up robbing a video store and then committing suicide, and Todd
Dana
Bridges
Plato
ended up.
and he
ended up becoming a crackhead.
But he's actually much better now. Like if you ever watch those shows, they're kind of like spoofs on sometimes on like car wrecks or people being chased by cops or whatever. Or it's like the dumbest criminals or something like this. And they always get like the E-list celebrities. They're not even D. They're
you mean the Smoking Gun? You're talking about the show The Smoking Gun. It had Tanya Harding in it and Leif Garrett.
Yeah.
And Danny Bonaducci.
Yes. I met him before.
Oh, wait, who's Tanya Harding?
She was the skater, the figure skater that took out, had Nancy Kerrigan's leg took out.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
and by the way, the movie I, Tanya is amazing.
Unbelievable. It is
really
unbelievable.
Good.
Is it about her?
Yes, it's about the whole situation where they. It's really good.
Was she abused by her husband?
I don't think so.
She was unaware of the shit that her and her husband had. Apparently, he had what I think she called him a goon. I don't know what she called him, but he had hired this big guy to help him out to be her security. She couldn't stand him. Those two were the ones who planned, because they didn't think she would win.
She wouldn't have anything to do with it. I believe that too. And her mother was like this big, huge narcissist. I'll tell you what, but in that movie, and I swear I'm straight, but when she hit that triple axle,
right?
The way they filmed that and the way that she spun, they did that. That was like some of the best videography I've seen for the longest.
Wasn't she the first one that ever did that triple axle? Or
yes,
that landed it properly. Yes,
and landed it a complete.
And when she does that in that movie, it don't matter who you are, because I don't like figure skating, but I like that story.
I do.
But well, I'm not gonna watch it, But when she, like I said, when she hit that, they did it.
I was like, wow.
The way they filmed it, it was absolutely perfect. It sent chills up your spine.
And you just talking about it is sending chills up my spine. Just Margot Robbie is spectacular as Tanya Harding. Spectacular.
It's a really, really good movie. I'm telling you. Watch I, Tanya.
You know what's sad to me about all this, like what we're talking about right now, is that these kids had no say in their lives. Their parents almost like took advantage of, and it's all about money. It's all about money.
And Tanya Harding's mother was the worst.
It started back in the day, where you had Joe Jackson and the way he did his children,
and he beat the crap out of his kids.
Yeah. He forced
Did he really? I didn't know if that was true or if they just.
Oh,
it was true. Joe Jackson worked in the
Jackson, they were terrified of him. They were even as adults, Jermaine, Michael, Janet, Latoya, they were terrified of him. He was that terrifying to him, to all of
them. If they missed a step or got their lines wrong, he would physically attack them.
He would whip
them. A lot of it was Joe was a steel worker. He worked in steel mills, but he wanted to become a musician, and he wasn't good at it. So I think he resented their talent, even though he help them.
Nellie
Yeah.
Kelly, are you serious? She had
Sadly,
postpartum
most don't
pain?
even add the fact that Britney had postpartum depression into her tragic breakdown.
Oh my God, no.
I can believe it. I can believe it.
I didn't know. No,
Well,
like
if a woman can drown 5 of her kids because of postpartum, someone can break down because of it.
I had a friend who had postpartum, and the things that literally came out of her mouth, it was like scary.
I always
Really,
did.
really
I always
scary.
liked Britney Spears. Her voice, she's so pretty, and her
She's a
voice,
beautiful
her
girl.
voice is
She's a beautiful girl.
unlike anyone. She's got this song called "One Kiss from You." You know that one, Ginger Locks?
No, but the one thing I do know is that they make her sound like she's young. Now, if you ever watch her when she was on Star Search as a kid, listen to her belt out a song. That's not the way she sings. That girl's got a voice that they make her sound, and they have that, that high little voice.
And
Like,
she's got that
that's
little
not,
crack. Yeah.
that's not her. That's not her. They forced her to make her sound that way. It was like the younger, the better. And if you think about that, ooh, how gross.
But she's got a voice like no one else. She kind of, I'd love to see her. I don't know if she's done a duet with Pink yet, but they would be perfect together.
Oh my
And-
God.
and
That
then-
Well, she's 39 years
Yeah.
But
old,
even if
and
she
she to
wanted,
me looks like 25.
even
Because
if
I
she
saw
wanted to
some
do a
pictures
duet,
of her last night. I googled her.
Now, isn't her family from Kentucky,
Louisiana.
Louisiana? I'm thinking of Reese Witherspoon. I'm thinking of
Well, after hearing her speech, I have no respect for her father. I think he's horrible. Hey, tacos.
Two tacos.
And a lot of people don't
Ladies.
know the stuff she went through. Hi, Two Tacos. She didn't know the stuff that she went through with Justin Timberlake.
And
that
like
song,
I said, in framing Britney Spears, and that's what I'm saying. In that shows you like really what they put her through.
yeah. That
But
song
I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm sorry. Go
that
ahead.
song that she that Timberlake wrote, "Cry Me a River."
Mhm.
He's talking about Britney Spears.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. And if you ever see the video, absolutely.
Yeah, and he's calling her a hoe.
Oh, because he's mad at her.
Yeah.
I mean, think about being a teenager, and when you break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you go back to your friends and you go back to your quarters. He's a this, that, and the other thing. Well, she's a this, that, and the other thing. But instead, the media took that little bit and banter and used it. You know what I mean? And they were kids. They were
I don't think she retaliated with the song unless it's toxic.
No, she never did.
Who did she throw under the bus?
Well, she talked about Miley Cyrus,
Miley
about her
Cyrus.
lighting a joint. But the fact of the matter is, what she was making references to what people do, and nothing happens to them. So why is this happening to me when I shaved my head? Like, she just doesn't understand, and I get it.
Well, the difference between Miley and Britney is Billy Ray was also an entertainer, and Britney doesn't have an entertainer father.
No.
What do you?
And Miley became disgusting, in my opinion. But she does have a song called "Adore" that I like.
I will say I do like what Miley is becoming.
Mhm.
She went through her tumultuous phase where she went through, like, God only knows what you want to call
Well,
that.
she was on that. What was that kids show that she was on?
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana. Yeah, she
Hannah
grew up
Montana.
Disney. She grew up
Hey,
Disney.
Sweet Rose.
All I gotta say is blurred lines with Alan Thicke. Isn't that
Alan
his name?
Thicke's son. Yeah.
Alan
Robin
Thicke's son.
Yeah.
Not Alan Thicke. Oh, that just made that even grosser.
Oh, that's like he's so old.
That was nasty. And I'm a guy. And she went out there half naked.
I
Like,
can
I just
remember
thought she was nasty.
watching that, and I'm like, I literally had to pick my chin off the floor. Like, what is happening here?
But she did an episode of on Two Men and 2.5 Men, where she did really, really good. Miley Cyrus did really good.
I like her. I really do, and I she's like kind of got the Joan Jett.
I saw
thing
her
kinda
on The
going right
Voice,
now.
and I liked her on The Voice.
Her voice. I'm sorry, you cannot take away the fact that she has got a phenomenal singing voice. Although she's got a deep ass raspy voice, but she's got a phenomenal.
Well, she smokes like a freight train. But the thing of it is, I liked her when she was clean cut better.
Robin,
The Climb.
Shorter dude.
The Climb, the song she sung The Climb. Who didn't love that? And she was so clean cut and pure and innocent looking. And
I like her accent.
I forget. Party in the USA. It's a party in the USA. I don't even know the words. That's all I know.
But I really do. The song that she sings, "Adore," will go right through you too.
Did you ever hear her sing Jolene?
Yeah.
Yeah, she sings that really good.
Jolene,
Yeah, she can do country. Mm-hmm.
He's very good. Yeah.
Honestly,
Her dad was a one-hit wonder though.
Oh,
Wasn't he? What was his
Tell
one?
My Heart.
Achy breaky heart.
Didn't he do a dance with that too? I'm trying to suck down a bottle of Gatorade so I can take
there was
this
kind of
drug test.
There was
How long does it take to actually hit your bladder? I don't know, tacos. Oh gosh.
Uh-oh. She's gonna pass a drug test.
Boy. Oh wait, tacos. For her bladder. Okay.
How long does it take to hit her bladder?
Well, see, you're talking to someone who's got gastroparesis, so mine's not normal. So.
Hey, Top Cop.
Top
Mine,
Cop.
like, as soon as I take a drink of something, I have to pee. So
Yeah.
if you hear me quiet in here, it's because I'm off to the bathroom to pee. I don't know how these people do 4 hours, 5 hours live and never
Yeah, the whole line
go to the bathroom.
If it's a good live and it's interesting, you'll hold it. That's
Yes, Nelly. Yes, Dolly Parton is her godmother. That's right.
That's like that. What was that astronaut? She drove from, was it Houston to somewhere to Houston, and she wore a diaper all the way so she wouldn't have to stop to go to the bathroom.
I know.
Remember that? Do you remember that?
truckers just be in a bottle, so they don't have to stop.
Do they really? I don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
That's gross.
Can you imagine that though? Trying to drive along, be in a bottle.
No, especially in a truck. Because a truck is like
that's impossible to do.
I don't think it's impossible for females to do. It depends on your aim.
Oh my God. Oh, Brian.
Where did we go here?
I could barely do it when we go outside and have to do it outside. I always pee on my feet.
All right.
Because I can't aim. So I couldn't aim in a moving car for sure.
Yeah, it makes you want to milk a cucumber.
Yeah.
While wearing a merkin. Somebody told me, LaDonna told me I needed to get me a merkin this morning.
A merkin?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that is, right?
Yeah, just out of the blue because she was over here and you guys are you went on for a couple of days about the merkins.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I do got a merkin on. It's pink. It's got backup lights on it.
What's the merkin?
You know what a merkin is, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It's a vagina wig.
It's a wig for down there. We
That's
had a whole
down there.
stream about it months and months ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Down there.
Because nobody knew what it was, so we put it in the chat. Does anybody know what a merkin is? I think it was a question, and people were Googling it. Oh my God!
Merkin went on and on and on for about a week. That was the same thing. Like a few years ago, when Oni was still around, the thing was fupa. Everybody was going on
fupa.
about the fupa. I think that started with Molly.
I don't know what fupa is.
That's real. That's that's what people. Oh boy.
You should see those channels where they do the wax.
I don't want to explain
the Brazilian waxing. I mean, they show everything. I don't know how they get away with it on YouTube.
Nope.
It's like gross. It's so gross.
Nope.
Brian,
you see enough money to wax down that area.
They actually show. I don't know how they get away with it on YouTube. I mean, they show the balls and the. They show everything, and they show the woman like completely.
A fupa is a fat upper private area.
I'm like, please don't make. I don't want to discuss that. I know what it
Should
is.
we? I'm gonna go puke my
Everybody has one now.
Gatorade.
How did
Especially
we
if you're a
go
guy, you have a
from
beer
Britney
belly.
Spears to Miley Cyrus to Fupas. Where did we get this from?
If you're a guy, you have a beer belly, and you're taking a leak, and you look down and say, "Well, hey, there, little feller." That's
Oh my gosh.
a fupa. But
The
people,
way, but this channel shows everything, and it shows her like moving it around. He never gets a hard on or anything. I mean, it's just like all soft. It's
Yeah,
great.
look,
Carl
Jen,
said
I'm
balls and hard
totally
on
with
it.
you
She
on that.
does everything. She does the
I have no idea.
butthole. She does the butthole. She does everything. She does.
My God.
Carla, you're naughty.
That's not me. It's her channel. It's like I can't even remember what it's called, but it's.
Well, they have these.
I
They
went
have
out of
channels.
curiosity because I didn't believe they would show everything. They show everything.
They have channels on here where they show beheadings, and I can't get people to stop bullying.
What's that? They show
They show beheadings where they cut people's heads off.
where?
No, I
Not
saw
on
that.
YouTube.
Oh, they're here.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah,
But
they
that's
did.
not against terms.
Gosh. I thought they wouldn't show something like that, not something that disgusting.
Oh, they do. They're still there. Taco said, "Did Carla just say butthole?" Yes, she did. She said butthole, balls.
She does it there. It's called a Brazilian, and they do the whole thing. I mean, this was a woman, and she did like the butthole and everything.
See, there she did it again. See,
Yeah.
when Carla signs
Well,
off
good
here,
say
she's actually
asshole.
a dominatrix. Don't let her fool
She
you.
did her crack and sack, as we call it in the
Ryan,
UK.
you just put a visual into
That's
my
why
head.
you never hear Carla's husband on her live. She's got him down in the basement, chained to a wall with a ball in his mouth.
Yeah.
Stop it,
Oh,
Ryan.
God,
You're
if he
putting-
could-
you're putting visions of Carla in my head being a dominatrix.
Oh my gosh.
Can you hear Carla saying, "Who's down there? Is that? Show me your butthole."
No, I'm when my husband's around, he doesn't know any of this stuff that I talk about on YouTube.
Because you got him chained
He
up in the
knows I'm on
basement.
YouTube, but he doesn't know, like, oh, I could just see. He's not a YouTube person, I'll tell you that right now. He doesn't understand YouTube. He doesn't understand people, that spend
yeah,
time on YouTube. He just doesn't get it. He
Well,
doesn't.
see, your husband and my wife need to do a live together.
Yeah.
Well, my
They'd be
husband
like,
doesn't get it either. Yeah, my husband doesn't get it
No,
either.
she doesn't like. She doesn't like.
He would never do it. Like, he just doesn't like it. And and they're saying, well, men shouldn't be in the drama community or whatever.
Men can
But
do whatever they want. Why can't they be? Who
Yeah.
cares?
Well, I don't know. That's what they're saying, that it's like weird and they're weirdos if they're in the drama community. Why
That's
not?
because they got nothing better to say.
These are the same women that the women that say that expect their man to go out and work hard and take care of them, provide for them, but they can't be in the drama. It's gender bashing. It is gender bashing at its finest. We're allowed. We like to be here as men. We like it. I like to be around women.
I like men and women combined. I do.
I do too. And look,
you guys want? I mean, really, do women want a world that's based on only the woman's perspective?
But the
Come on,
fact
you
of the
guys would
matter-
kill each other.
isn't the Boyd mostly made up of men, and they have more drama on there than the drama?
They have men and women.
Quote.
Yeah, they have men and women.
the
But
fact
they
of the
have a
matter
lot
is-
of drama on there too.
The
And it's
fact of the
not
matter is, if you can dish it out to anyone, you should be able to take it from anyone.
Yeah, we're all people.
That's
We're
why
all
I don't have to
people.
dish it out, because I don't really want it. So
Yeah, we're all people. I like to get the female perspective on things. That's why I come here, because I'm not.
You
female.
get a lot of flack. Like, you get a lot of flack.
All the guys do. Any guy that has an opinion that doesn't line up with a female shouldn't be here. And what's that guy doing here?
Well, I know who's gotten a lot of flack, and I really adore this person, is Stellar. I do.
Yeah.
I just think he's calm. He comes with receipts. He
I don't see anybody talking bad about Stiller because I guess I just don't watch those streams.
Well, I don't, but I've heard.
Well, because they get, look, they get nowhere talking about Stiller that way. Seriously, they can talk about me and get a little.
Well, I heard on Janie's. I watched Janie's the other day, and someone was telling him of. Well, yeah, and when you go to his stream too, he'll talk about a little bit about it. But he was called a glorified Sunday school teacher and a janitor and stuff like that. I'm like, why do they need to go after his profession? Like,
Well,
why?
Just all these women that don't think that men should be around their community. Do they feel that way out in public? Can we go to Kroger's too? Can we go to Walmart? Can we shop with? Are we allowed there? Or, I think that we're all equal with different parts. I think we're all equal.
Well, I think there's drama and then there's bashing. I think the drama is like you could throw tomatoes here and there, and then there's bashing. And I don't believe that it's the same. I just don't. I don't want to get involved in it.
If there's a female on here going, "You fat effing cunt," blah 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 blah, is she acting like a woman, or is she acting like a bitch? I see it like this. I treat women like women when they act like women. And if I'm acting like a gentleman, I feel like I should be treated that way. But if I'm being an ass and they give it back to me, that's okay too. But
here's a question for you, Brian. Have you ever acted like an ass and had to apologize, eat your words and apologize for the way you acted?
A couple times, yeah. I mean, but a lot of times when I say something, I stand behind it. But there's been a couple times where I know that I've taken it too far, and like I gave Nini an honest, heartfelt apology. She's one that I gave an apology to because I felt sorry. But some of these others, I just don't know. If you're coming at me like you're crazy, if you're coming at me like you're crazy and you want to get a reaction out of me, you want to piss me off, and you get that, you piss me off, and I come back at you, then what are you crying about? Because that was your intention in the first place, was to annoy me. And then you got what you wanted, so what are you mad about now?
Where's the outrage?
Like Ginger Locks.
Where's the outrage? Where's the outrage?
Ginger Locks always acts like a lady on here.
Yes,
always. She doesn't always. She acts like a woman. The society's vision of what a woman should be, not attacking, not saying foul language, not when she does that.
Oh, take that one back.
Well, not totally vulgar. Let me put it this way. I've never seen you curse somebody out. I've never seen.
I even got to say, see you next Tuesday. So
right. So if you're acting
one time you did. So what?
Like that Diana Brianna Fairchild.
Oh my God! Yeah, she's a lady.
She acts like a classy woman.
She is,
and that's the way people treat her. Kelly the Advocate.
But don't let me fool you. I'm no classy woman.
Well, you don't even have to have class, but these women. Samara acts like a lady. These women who are
Samara is so sweet. She'll rot your teeth. She will.
Yeah, and then all right. I know I'm not always a perfect gentleman, but I can be. If that's the way you're treating me, then I can be that way. But if you're treating me like I'm a piece of shit, then you're going to get that back, and I'm sorry. Well, I'm not really sorry, but that's what you get.
You have never, ever, ever behind the scenes, and nobody knows. You have never, ever come at any one of us, any one of us ever. Even if we don't agree with you.
Even when we're like, Brian, you pushed it.
Yeah, because you guys quote, come at me with respect.
Right.
Say you fat slob. Blah, blah. If you did that, then I of course I would argue back. And then I wouldn't want anything to do with that. It's like if you're up on a panel, and let's say I'm up on a panel, I'm arguing with a female on the panel, and then the chat is putting their 2 cents in, that escalates it. But
Right.
but when I'm
Yeah.
having a private conversation with somebody that's coming at me respectfully, that's how I treat them. Even if they're being a little harsh. You remember when well, you remember when Miss D came at me in the Discord.
Oh God, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She said, "Don't you ever, you son of a bitch," and blah blah blah. What'd I do? I said, "Well, I'm sorry you feel that way."
Yeah.
I said, "But I appreciate your candor." That's what I said to her. And we left it alone, but because there wasn't a big audience and people weren't agging it on.
Well, that's the thing, is that people bring you up to, like, you can't get a point across, and it's frustrating when you can't get your point across. That's why I will never go on someone's panel that I know are after me, because I know I'll never get my point across. It'll never be accepted. When they allow everybody in their chat to basically attack me, I'm not going to go over there and apologize to you. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, very, very rarely, do you have someone come up on your panel that you want to talk to. Very rarely does that person say, "You know what? I see your point. I've been wrong this whole time." Very rarely. No, they want to be right. People have it instilled into them that they just want to be right. And that includes me and a lot of people that I know. We want to be right. And it's really hard to admit when you're wrong for a lot of people.
Oh, you got to eat, like I had to do it on Monday. Like I had to eat crow, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to apologize to someone who allows every other person in their chat to bash me. Sorry.
I would never apologize to Wendy because I'm not sorry. I'm as sorry as she is. That's the way I look at it.
I'm sorry I gave information to someone that was not a good person. That's what I'm sorry about.
But at the same time, I am willing to have an adult and
private
conversation with Wendy any day. Any day, I could do it. I don't need to. I mean, I don't have anything against her. I don't have anything personal against her. It's just the YouTube experience and the hypocrisy that she puts out. That's what I have against her. But as a person, no. I don't think she's a terrible person. She's a terrible creator. There's a big difference in that. That bash for cash, that bash for sympathy. I don't want to make money off of someone else's pain.
Me?
I really don't. That's why my channel has not got the $ on it yet.
Right. And so what if it did?
Well, I'm not comfortable with that. I wasn't comfortable with that when I was doing the true crime, and I'm
if I had to live off what I made on YouTube, I would be starving to freaking death.
At the same time, though, I don't knock people.
I don't either.
I don't knock people for putting that $ up. It's just I don't feel right about it.
Hey, Gemma, it's okay. I even we all lose our temper on here every now and then.
If I ever see you lose your temper, I'm gonna laugh, Gingerlocks. I'm gonna laugh because it's gonna be funny.
Carla,
I've seen her lose her temper.
I haven't seen it yet. I missed it.
It's frustration. You get frustrated and you lose your temper. I've lost mine more than a couple of times on here.
Yeah, I think
it's never served me well to lose my temper because they just come back.
It never does.
Twice as hard, 3 times as hard.
It's always funny to see it when somebody is usually really nice and innocent and cute and proper just go off. and then if she was going off on somebody, I'd be laughing at her. That'd probably make her mad at me. We're like, no, it's just funny.
Here's the funny thing on here. I find it easy to be like a normal human being. It's out in the world when someone comes at me that I'm like, really? You think I'm going to sit here and take this? Like, I don't. And and when it comes to my kids or something like that, like there's something going on with our parking lot. Some woman started screaming in my passenger and I went, "Excuse me, you dare to yell in my window over my child? Like, aren't you a teacher?" I'm like, this is a really bad look on you. I didn't even have to say anything actually to be mad at her because she was making herself look bad enough. So
yeah, I see it, Jim. She does that all the time. Every time she does a live, she kind of makes herself look bad, and I kind of feel bad for her. I can be mad at somebody and still feel bad for them. I really do. But today I'm going to go do some service work for the church. I'm gonna stay busy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're on their way, and so I got to jump down and get myself ready. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for few hours every day until I go back to work. Just go down and do a little service
I
work.
think I'm going to end this live. I got to do some stuff around here. Ginger, are you going live today?
I was going to. I might either later today or tomorrow, because I wanted to do the next 2 ice snipers that I haven't done yet, which I've watched both. And there's still, I don't know how many episodes there are, but there's another episode coming up on Monday. So
Gemma. And I just want to say in closing, I'm watching this drama that's going on with Say Robbie and Mommy Ramblings and Mandy Bell and Science Girl, and I just want everybody to keep them in your thoughts today, because it's tough for all of them that are going through it. So keep all of them in your thoughts today, because it's getting out of control with Mommy Ramblings and Save Robbie and Mandy Bell and even Alicia Clare, Science Girl.
I just wish they could squash it. That's all.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's bad, and I feel bad for all of them actually. Where Robbie's going through some things, and I had a talk with him. I just want everybody to keep all of them.
I'm keeping them all in my prayers.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, me too.
I want Robbie to get back to what he was doing before he admittedly had his relapse. And Mommy Ramblings, I feel bad for her too, because she's still grieving. It's tough when you're in the middle.
And
I feel like horrible for her.
Mommy Ramblings will always be grieving. There will never be a point where she'll not.
No, she lost a child. When you lose a child, I don't think you ever get over it. I think that's not the way it's supposed to.
I hate to see that kind of fight that's going on when someone has lost a child.
I can't. That makes me like sick to my. I can't. And I just woke up. So when I came up here, I came up one with Carla. So I just feel bad. I had heard some stuff, but that was it.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. So
I sleep at night. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. And when I get up in the morning, I set my live and then I go live. I never know what I'm going to talk about. So definitely not that. But
yes.
Yeah, my prayers go out to everybody that's suffering and everybody
let's pray Britney Spears gets out of this conservatorship.
Alicia Clare, you knew that she had a friend that was living in that building collapse, right, Brian?
Yeah, she was talking about that, and then Mandy Bell, I believe, has lost someone recently, and that the drama that this morning over on their chat, I felt bad for everybody, including Serendipity, and everybody that was involved, and that's not the kind of drama that I like to see. It really people hurt that bad.
It's painful. It's painful.
Yeah, a little bit of dragging is okay, but
it is painful to watch. It's painful to see. So if you guys can just send out prayers for everybody that's involved. I don't know what's going on because I got up, like I said, I didn't know what was going on, and I
pretty much turned YouTube off at 10 o'clock. I have to.
Yeah, me too. I go off my live now. I don't even watch YouTube unless it's like you, Brian, or it's Ginger Locks. Or
I was going to say, bitch, really?
No, I watch you. I missed yours yesterday.
You want to
wait. I didn't even get a notification. I didn't get a notification.
I know.
I did. I got it. And if I see Ginger Locks live, I'll go over there. But she doesn't go live a whole lot. But I'll go over there and watch.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, it's summer now, and I got the kids home, so it's a whole different ballgame right now.
I better check out before they show up. And I was just sitting here.
Okay.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Be well.
Okay, I love you, Brian.
All right.
Bye. I love you too.
Okay.
Carla, I'm here all day. So
yeah.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate it.
And hey, you know what? Can I end? And this is just something.
Sure.
Something happened to me the other day, and I'm telling you, like, it kind of restored my faith in humanity. I mean, and it was just something so ridiculously easy and simple. And I plan on doing this today, is paying it forward. My daughter and I were at a Starbucks, and this woman all of a sudden, like, just decides to jump and say, "I'm buying this for you." And I was just like, what are you talking about? You don't have to buy our coffee. We're good. And she's like, no. And then she starts explaining to me how she wants to pay it forward. She was sick. She kind of took stuff for granted. Now she's paying it forward every day. And I was like her lucky recipient. Try paying it forward to somebody, guys, because you can seriously make someone's life, day, week. It's unbelievable just doing a
I'll tell
small
you
little
what
thing.
too, and I'll tell you a little story about me too. I was in line at the Dollar General, and there was this little girl in front of me, little girl, like a lady, but
Right.
she was medically, not medically, mentally delayed, let's say.
Okay.
And she had a bunch of stuff, and she put it up, and she was going to pay for it. Well, she didn't have enough, so she didn't have enough money to pay for it all. And so she was going to start taking things on. She was so happy. I'm getting this for my sister. I'm getting this for my nephew. I'm getting this for, and she had no concept of money.
Right.
So she was going to start taking things back, and she looked really sad. So I told the cashier, I said, put it on my card. So I put it on my card. And let me tell you one thing. I got more out of doing that for her than she probably got out of receiving it. I mean, she appreciated it and everything. And the guy behind me was a priest, happened to be a priest. He said, God bless you. And because I'll tell you what, when you do something nice for someone like that, you feel really good about it. So,
And it's not a selfish thing to feel good about doing something
no,
nice for somebody. Just saying.
no, it just,
I've heard people say that before, but like literally like I was feeling down because I was just seeing the news and, seeing a lot
yeah,
of stuff. I'm just like, what is this world coming to? And just a small, tiny little gesture of kindness went a really long way that day for me because I was just having a really down day. Just, if you can
mhm,
just try to uplift somebody by something even small,
yes,
just something
just,
small.
yeah, just do something nice. And it doesn't have to be anything to do with money. And it just,
Just pay it forward, and if
yes,
someone goes, what can I just ask them to do the same as well? If
yeah,
we all keep doing something like that, maybe we can start a trend. Who
yeah,
knows? Who
yeah,
knows?
yeah,
And I would start with that woman who got me Starbucks at Target.
right. And that's so
And then,
nice. Yeah.
like, great, Alexa, I'm like, I looked at my youngest, I'm like, why didn't you say thank you? She's like, I had no idea what the hell was going on. She's
Well,
like, I
people
didn't know
don't
it was
expect,
happening.
the sad part is people don't expect people to do nice, kind things anymore. And that's sad.
No, you're
It's
kind
sad.
of more preparing for the worst and hoping for the best.
Like when that woman started trying to think of what to take back so that
Back.
you could afford, I just put it all on my card. I said, look, just put it all on my card. And she was like, because she said she didn't even have enough money to take that bus back home. And I don't know where she lived. I didn't take her name.
Right,
And
right.
she kept like,
All you knew is that she didn't have enough,
yeah, she didn't have enough. And
and you helped out, and
yeah,
that's paying it forward.
yeah, that is. And you'll feel good about it. So anyways, okay, well, I'm going to end this and I'll see.
Have a happy weekend,
And
everybody.
yes, have a good weekend. I won't be on all weekend. I'm probably going to go see my grandkids.
Hi, Jenna. By the way, just want to say hi, Jenna. Hi, Jenna.
Hey, Jenna.
I'm like waving at my computer, but my avatar's on, so it's not like people can see me waving. So.
But I will definitely talk to you guys soon. And have a great weekend. Thank you for all of you that came in today. I know there's a lot more interesting stuff going on, but
we're gonna keep things light and carefree.
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna keep it light and carefree. So,
amen. Amen to light and carefree.
Yes.
I like it. I don't care. If
Yeah.
it brings only like 10 people, rather have
We
that.
would rather have 10
stay
people
honest.
that are chatting in here than 100 people, 150 people that are not chatting and are just hating on me, or looking for drama.
But guess what, Carla? You always got your friends here who are here to lift you up.
I do. I have my core support. So, and I know they're always going to be here. So,
Love
anyway,
you, Carla. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
You have a great weekend too. I love you so much.
Right.
I love you guys.
And I'm going to talk to you in like 20 minutes anyway. So
I know we're probably going from here to Discord. So yeah,
right,
love you guys.
everyone.
Bye.